Hey guys, it's Mike here, and in this video, we're going to be discussing a subject which is something that fans have been wondering about and really speculating about ever since the Cell Saga, or that arc of Dragon Ball Z and the Dragon Ball manga. And that is, where did Goku get the heart virus? Because this is something I've seen so many theories speculate on over the years, so many different misinformations really that kind of contribute to it. And so today in this video, we're going to break it down using in-universe evidence and explaining where we think the heart virus really came from. So join me in this video is someone you've seen on my channel in the past. You've seen me on his channel, and his name is Geekdom 101. How's it going?
How's it going? Well, my name is Danny, but the channel's called Geekdom 101, and everybody calls me that, so I might as well go with it.
I always called you Danny, but then, there's like videos where it's like, okay, Mike, just call me Geekdom or something. It's like,
I've never said that. I don't like being called Geekdom.
All right, good, because
I
don't like when people call me Laughingstock. I don't get it. It's like I say my name Mike in every video, and they always call me Laughingstock.
Yeah, no, I prefer Mike. If you were a girl, you could only call me sir or daddy. Edit that out. Oh no, don't edit it out.
No, don't worry. I'm going to leave that part in.
Leave it in.
But anyway, let's keep going. So the topic is, where did Goku actually get the heart virus? And this is something, like I said, heavily speculated on over the years. This is the one enemy that Goku didn't throw the fight to, according to Goku fans. And that was a virus. And this is one of the most fascinating things about the Cell Saga and that entire arc, the Future Trunks timeline, the original timeline, which is that Goku, the greatest hero that we had seen at that point in the story, the most powerful Saiyan that had ever seemingly existed at that point until they added way more of them, was the legendary Super Saiyan. He defeated Frieza, the evil emperor of the universe. And what was the thing that killed Goku? Was it a strong opponent? Was it his own hubris? Was it anything like that? No, it was a virus, something that just attacked his heart and killed him like anyone that doesn't even have power. Something Super Saiyan couldn't even overcome.
Stone. Remember the Sword and the Stone? They had the Wizards duel at the end. Merlin wins because he turns himself into a virus, into a bacteria.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the things with this story, that it kicks everything off too. The original timeline fell into ruin in large part because of this Future Trunks' timeline as well. And this is what sent everyone back in time, causing everything that occurs in the Cell Saga and going forward. So the thing is, what exactly was the root cause of this? Goku loves to eat a lot of food. Did he have too much cholesterol? Or was it something a lot more in depth? Was it something that affected a lot more than just Goku? So what do you think in terms of all this, Danny, in terms of like, where do you think the heart virus came from? Because there's a lot of theories out there, and some of them definitely have more merit than others.
There's a lot of theories, and some of them are just not well thought out. Now, some of them, we should just debunk a few of them right now. So one theory is that Goku got it from Captain Ginyu, and Ginyu punched his own chest and they switch bodies. That doesn't make any sense, because if Ginyu had a heart virus inside of him, the virus would not transfer to Goku's body. It was just Ginyu's soul, his essence, not a virus. So that doesn't make any sense right there. But it is a theory that even I had in high school till I thought about it. This is many years ago when I was in my teens, when I first was watching DBZ. And then there's the one where Goku got it on Yard Rat, which that one could have happened, but it still feels a bit off. I think if you look at the context clues, Trunks states, and I don't remember if it was in the History of Trunks special or if it's in the series. I don't remember off the top of my head, but at one point he says that in his timeline they have a cure for it. Now, that to me would imply that it's a virus that attacked the planet. In other words, like a pandemic, like something that we had recently, except this was real. Not to say that the one we had wasn't, but this was like, which some people believe, but no, this was like a bad one, because if it could take Goku out, it could take anybody out. So I feel like one of the things that's weird is how come Goku got it and nobody else got it. See, that's where things get weird, because if it's a virus, wouldn't Gohan have gotten it, Chi-Chi, etc.? And I don't have an answer for you, except that it could be a virus that was developed at some point. Maybe it was developed by somebody who hates Goku or Saiyans, or maybe, and that would be a great story in its own, or maybe it could be a situation where, because Goku is a half-breed and Vegeta never got close to him at during that timeline, it could be possible that that's why Goku got it and died. I mean, I really couldn't tell you. We don't have enough details on it. But there is a line in one of the dubs where I think Trunks says something to the effect of, yeah, we had it in our future, but we got rid of it or something. That's not in the sub, but the line does not disqualify that idea from being true. In other words, I think that's possible. It was something that happened in the future. We just have to iron out the details of it. Which that could be a whole separate video, because I think you made a video about the main timeline and what happened if Trunks had never shown up, which he didn't. And one of the theories is that Frieza and King Cold killed Vegeta in that fight. But that wouldn't make sense, because in the history of Trunks, we see Vegeta getting killed. So people have to remember that the series has a lot of, you have to put all the pieces together to figure this out.
Yeah, so in terms of what you were saying before with the timeline, so originally in the original timeline, Goku showed up and he's the one who killed King Cold and Frieza, or at least, you know, defeated them and sent them packing, because the thing is, like, even when Goku talks to Trunks and he's about to explain that he could teleport, he's like, I was right about to make my move when I sensed your energy. So I guess that maybe Goku is going to teleport around the same time that Trunks showed up to fight them and was going to kill them himself. So that is interesting to think about, Goku just like wiping them out, you know, just, I gave you a chance and now I'm taking you out. That would have been awesome to see. And I did a whole video about that. You could see in the top right corner, cheap plug. But nonetheless, what I will say is that in terms of everything like that, I think that it makes sense for this to be something that affected way more than just Goku, because otherwise, why would they make a medicine? You know, like, why did we are never told that Bulma made the medicine? Like, if Bulma created the medicine so that they could time travel and save Goku, okay, but we're never told that. Instead, the medicine already exists, and so they bring it to the past to save Goku. So again,
but medicine was never really Bulma's specialty when it comes to her brain. If you really think about it, that was never her specialty.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of times people assume that because Bulma's a genius, she could do anything, but that's not the case. It's not like Dr. Gero could create capsules and do a lot of the same things that Bulma could, or that her father could, and vice versa. You know, they're not all knowledgeable. With that being said, though, when you mention somebody doing something that hated Goku, let's think about this from that perspective and Dr. Gero. The Goku died of the heart virus in the same arc that Dr. Gero created the androids. Yeah. So what if Dr. Gero created the heart virus? We already know that he's into gene splicing, bioengineering. Maybe he made a virus as a contingency to kill Goku or to kill other people, like, you know, who could possibly threaten him, kind of like Hydra and Captain America Winter Soldier.
Genes based on the spy robot. He had the cells. So I think that's a good idea. And you know what would be even funnier? If he did create the heart virus and the cure was made by Red Pharmaceuticals. That's how we tie it into superhero. Yeah. Red Pharmaceuticals came up with the cure for the heart virus, bro.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, it triggers in the main timeline, at least, at the exact same time that Goku goes to fight Dr. Gero. So it's like, maybe this was all a contingency. Just in case they couldn't beat Goku, the heart virus would take him down. Yeah. And, you know, the heart virus actually killed Goku. Well, I mean, Cell kind of killed Goku, but Goku had to sacrifice himself to get there. So again, maybe it was Dr. Gero, because why did Toriyama introduce this concept in the exact same one that he introduced the time travel and the androids and Dr. Gero? It seems like it's almost too unrelated, even though it's still, even if it's not connected to him, still plays in thematically. For me, that's like the best themes of the franchise.
It would be a great reveal. It would be a great reveal. It was him. It wouldn't be like, it would be actually even more interesting if it was somebody else who could be a villain later on in the shadows. Yeah, and that would be cool. But
what about the theory that Zamasu was the one who actually created the heart virus and he sent it back in time so that he could
he put the time ring on the virus. He put the virus on the time ring and then just let the virus do its thing. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
But
and Goku actually has a time ring inside of one of his organs, and that's
what would have been? Well, you just gave me an idea. What if? Here's an idea. What if the heart virus is actually nanotechnology created by Dr. Garo? You know what I mean? And it's actually a tiny, tiny robot. And Trunks did figure. The people in that time that figured out how to beat it. But what if? What if it's a virus? It is a virus, but it's an artificially made virus. I'm not going to say it was made in China like some people think it was, but you know what I mean? Like, what if that's the case? I'm just thinking outside the box.
It was made by that girl. It was made.
There's a great 35-part what if right there for you, bro. So knock it out of the park, bro.
No, I have an even better one. We have to go even dumber than that. What if it was the villain from the Wolverine movie with Hugh Jackman who puts the virus inside his heart, just like she did to Wolverine to get rid of his regeneration factor? And it's actually a crossover with Marvel. And so Goku is going to fight the Avengers soon.
I don't want Goku anywhere near Disney, bro.
He's going to be live action. He's going to be played by Timothy Chalamet or what's that?
No, he'll
Tom
be
Holland.
Idris Elba will play him, bro.
Hello, I am Goku, and I am played by Idris Elba.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Idris Elba be good King Cold, bro. The guy who pops off on your channel a lot. But anyway, it wasn't probably from the Yard Rat. It probably wasn't from.
Oh yeah. Did we even talk about Yard Rat yet? Because that's like the number one theory that I always hear.
I said it was a possibility, but not likely, because it sounds like the Earth people knew about it.
Yeah, I don't think it makes sense for him to get it there because, again, I understand, like, you could say, oh, the timing, and he's the only one that went to Yard Rat. But again, zero evidence that this virus came from space or anywhere else. I mean, it could just be that because Goku is not a human, he does not have the same kind of resistance to this virus that a lot of other people would. And so Goku and then some other people on Earth, were able to be affected by it. It could have even been a really small amount. But again, the fact that they actually went out of their way to make a vaccine or a medication for this, I think proves enough that it must have been a big situation. And the origins itself could have been Dr. Gero, could have just been a random virus, could have been a lab next to a place where they sell bat soup. I don't really know, but the fact of the matter is that it got out. And it wasn't. I don't think it was named after a beer, but it was definitely a negative attribute.
Mulvaney gonna promote it, bro?
We're not gonna get into that in this video, that's for sure.
With Dylan, bro. Anyways,
but anyway, guys, let us know your own thoughts down below in the comments as to how you think Goku got the heart virus. I'm not gonna edit any of it. Don't worry about it. Are you not entertained? Said an Australian man pretending to be a Roman. But let me know your own thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure to check out Geekdom 101 in the end screen in the description. And stick around, because there's a lot more to come in the future. Trunks.
And you better subscribe!